Hi Taurus, I hope you're doing well. So we'll be looking at whoever you're thinking about here for January. It seems, Taurus, that do we have all four of the aces? Let me see, we have Ace of Cups. Yeah, you have all four of the aces, Taurus. We have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. That's crazy. You're the only sign to get all four aces. So a lot of you, for me personally, that represents a brand new energy. So some of you may be playing the field. How you're being perceived here by the opposite or same sex, we have Knight of Wands, the Moon. Normally, I'd say this combination is a player, someone who's deceptive. So some of you, it can be, but the positive traits of this combination is that you can be someone who's very sexually fascinating, alluring, and people feel gravitated towards you, but they have a hard time pinpointing you. You're not one to be tied down. There may be people that are wanting to tie you down, but they find it difficult. You come through as very exciting, adventurous, very attractive. Your energy is addicting, is what I'm getting. Knight of Wands is a popular character, usually gets a lot of attention. Great sense of humor, life of the party. Some of you, nightlife is coming through. Moon, Knight of Wands. People think that you have a lot of friends. A lot of people know you. Why the Moon? But there's something very mysterious about you. Yeah, there's people that have crushes on you, but they don't reveal it to you. Is there intimidation here? Moon can definitely talk about fears, anxiety. Why Knight of Wands? Amen. Yeah, you have a lot of options is how other people see you, and you're not one to rush into anything. You take your time with Hanged Man, at least when it comes to commitment. You come across as a player with someone who has a lot of options. Whether that's true or not, that is how you're being perceived. And there, you have a lot of secret admirers, is what is coming through. Your attitude when it comes to love, we have Tower, Three of Wands. I think you're waiting, you're manifesting. Three of Wands is when we're waiting for our ships to come in. Some of you may have been part of unstable situations, perhaps a breakup, a separation, a situation that was unstable, not built on a solid foundation to begin with. You're leaving that behind and you're moving forward. You're looking to the future and you're planning, you're strategizing. You're ready for change. You're ready for a new adventure. And some of you, you are creating these changes, right? Tower can be a higher power stepping in to get rid of anything that is no longer serving us, but it can also be self-made changes here as well, right? Because we do see the smirk on her face. So you may be stirring up some trouble here and there. In a good way. This is positive. I don't see anything negative here. Why the Tower? Seven of Swords. Yeah, a little bit sneaky energy. And some of you, that is what you were dealing with in the past. You're leaving behind cheaters, deceptive energies. And some of you, you're coming through as very elusive. Is it elusive, evasive? Yeah, I was getting that people, potential suitors, were viewing you as someone who's hard to grasp. So that is what is coming through. I'm not sure you're ready to settle down. Some of you may be, but you're just being a bit more cautious here. You're not revealing all about yourself with the Moon. There are secrets here. Why Three of Wands? You're coming through as a bit of emotionally distant is what I'm getting. Yeah, you Page of Swords. That's our seeking. So you're seeking love. I think you want love, but you're also not one to reveal all, right? You're not putting all your eggs in one basket is what I'm seeing. You want to get more information. I think you have a great intuition. I see what's going on here. So if you are actively dating, whatever you're doing, you know, people that aren't on your level, I think you can intuitively feel that. And these people may be viewing you as flighty, right? It's almost projection to some extent that you're not trustworthy, but the truth is that you don't want to associate with these lower vibrational energies. So you come through as evasive, emotionally distant, right? Aloof is what I'm getting. Because you're waiting for the real deal. But you're not one to trust easily is what is coming through your attitude. You want to get more information. Page of Swords is our detective energy, right? And Seven of Swords, it's sly, shrewd. That is your attitude when it comes to love. Your positive traits as a lover, we have Justice, Three of Swords. Well, Justice talks about fairness, integrity, balance. You're a strong character. People can rely on you for your sound judgment, your emotional support. You're not too emotional, which is working in your favor. You have a good balance here. You can see really all sides of a perspective. As a result, you're very flexible with ex-partners, potential suitors, whatever. With the Three of Swords, that can also be, I'm seeing benefit of the doubt. So you give people benefit of the doubt. That is coming through as a positive quality. You give everyone a fair chance, really, is what is coming through. Despite your suspicions, you will let other people prove themselves to you. Why is Justice here? Four of Pentacles, yeah. I'm getting a bit of a cautious energy throughout your reading. Someone who is almost at a, watching from the sidelines, really analyzing, observing. So it's the same theme. You don't reveal all. You're very cautious. But once you do give your word, your loyalty, you're in it. You don't give up easily. Four of Pentacles. Because that's holding on to what we've already accumulated, established, right? So yeah, you're not one to give up easily on people. And you're also someone, I was telling you of integrity. It's almost someone who's holding on to their values, their morals. You're a very just individual. You're stubborn in the sense that you won't compromise your values for anyone. Why is Three of Swords here? Some of you may have been through a divorce, a painful separation, some sort of third party even. You may find that other people may come to you for advice, relationship advice in particular, because of how unbiased you are. Why is Three of Swords here? Yeah, and you're someone who believes in communicating through any issues. I was telling you, you don't give up easily. Yeah, if an issue arises in the relationship, you're willing to hear the other person out, see things from their perspective. You're flexible. Your negative traits or something you can work on, we have Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. How you can overcome this is Eight of Cups. This is weird. I need more clarity here, Taurus. I'm not quite getting anything from this. Why is Ace of Wands here coming through as a challenge? Queen of Wands. All Wands coming through. Yeah, you definitely have your share of options. You're someone who gets a lot of attention. Perhaps more sexual-based connections. Some of you may have a hard time turning others down. They're wanting you to be more firm here, if that is an issue. Why Four of Wands here? Why is Four of Wands coming through as a challenge? King of Wands. Ooh, some of you were in a relationship. I'm seeing a pair here. A home situation. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, what was this? Look at that. 10 of Swords. Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Five of... Whoa, yeah. This seems to be something from your past that was comfortable. It was stable at one point. But I see a lot of challenges, bickering. A lot of overthinking here. Some of you, this was someone who's giving to two people, or there may have been some financial struggles here. Because I'm seeing all Wands come through for your challenge, it can be being in a relationship for the wrong reasons, something to do with the physical, right? Sex-based, because Ace of Wands can be sex-based relationships. And your advice is Eight of Cups, so they're saying passion is nice. Sometimes it's hard to sustain over a long period of time, and that passion can be channeled into, disagreements, power struggles. So it's knowing when to walk away. and finding, you need that emotional connection. So if something is no longer fulfilling you, you need to learn, right, when to cut your losses and move forward with the Eight of Cups. As difficult as it may be, is what I'm seeing, because I see a lot of 5 challenges. Do keep in mind, this is a general reading, Taurus, so take what resonates, leave the rest. I know some people can be very triggered when we talk about challenges. I did this relationship or single spread once before, and some people were triggered. They felt I was targeting them, but I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you what I'm seeing in the cards, really. Yeah, it's knowing when to move forward with judgment, being able to make that decision, pick a direction, and if something has served its purpose, right, letting that go. You've learned what you needed to, and moving forward really is the vibe I'm getting here. Because there was a painful ending here. Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords, and you may have stuck in there, really were very dedicated, you weren't wanting to give up. But it was causing you a lot of pain, anxiety. So it's knowing when to let go. What kind of people you are attracting, or you were in the past. We have 7 of Pentacles, Emperor. This is not a bad energy, Taurus. It's a beautiful energy. You're attracting an Emperor, people that are very powerful, very much in control of themselves, their emotions. They're very dedicated to their goals. Can be, I'm getting a slow and steady energy from these people. If you haven't met someone like this, you may be attracting this individual here moving forward, because I see a stable relationship headed your way with Hierophant, Ace of Swords, a new beginning. So this may have, you may have been single for a while with 7 of Pentacles, or there's some patience required. But whoever this is can be in a position of authority. They command respect. There's some in position of leadership, or they have leadership qualities is what I'm getting with this person. There's some negativity I'm getting. Say if I interpret this, the more negative aspects, it can be with the King of Wands, Emperor, that's Aries energy. There can be some power struggles here in your past connections, right? Emperors, my way or the highway, can sometimes have control issues. So people that were wanting to control you, they weren't the most vulnerable with you. That is some potential interpretations. What you need to attract, we have Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 6 of Swords. You need to attract something that's grounded, stable, someone you can build with here for a long term. But not someone who's not overtly emotional is what I'm getting here. Someone who can be a little, see, you're very fair and you can detach yourself from your emotions, and that is what you need. And someone who can help move you towards, it's someone you can begin a new chapter with is what I'm getting. Because after the 5 of Swords, whatever you've come out of is 6 of Swords, right? It's rowing your boat in a new direction. It's being open to new possibilities. So that is what you need. You need something new, not someone from your past, is what I'm seeing. Why is Ace of Pentacles here? You need a new beginning in love. 6 of Cups. Some of you could be wanting to build a home, family with someone. Yeah, and you're coming out of, some of you were married and someone put you in a third party. We have 3 of Cups, the Devil, Queen of Pentacles. And you're wondering if you should leave that situation behind. Or some of you have left that situation, but you still look back, you reflect. And that is proving to be a blockage in you moving forward, Taurus, if that is the case. So they're wanting you to let the past remain in the past and move forward with the 6 of Swords. When you may meet your new love, we have Empress. So 3 is coming through. It can be 3 months for a lot of you, but it can be Taurus Libra season, which is April, May, and October. But I have this timing deck. Don't get too fixated on the timing, because we have divine timing, but let's see, for fun, right? It's almost when you're ready, when you allow things to come to you, when you're open to love, it will come to you. It'll find its way to you. Because Empress is an energy that attracts, it doesn't chase, right? It's almost, yeah, allow love to come to you, Taurus. When will Taurus singles meet their new love? Well, it's rushing in. Maybe on a holiday. And they're saying stop obsessing. So if you've been obsessing when, they're saying maybe you need to go on a holiday. Put your mind to rest, right? And not think about this. But rushing in, I also am drawn to the snow here. The snow tracks. So October. I'm not sure if it snows in October. It depends where you are. Usually where I'm at, it's around end of November, December. November. So rushing in November. I want one more. So fall may be significant. That's been coming through for other signs as well. When will Taurus singles meet their new love? Some of you may even have met them already. And the others of you in just a few weeks and just around the corner. Faster than you think? Oh, okay. Some of you it's not too far from now. And others of you November, fall, and spring. Okay, Taurus, who this person is, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Hierophant, very busy. I'm seeing Taurus and Two of Pentacles, probably multitasking. They have a lot on their plate. I don't really know. See, they are coming through as Hierophant, likely looking for something stable. They'll be very communicative, clear with you. You don't have to guess where you stand with them. And they do seem to be traditional in their approach. Emperor, Hierophant. They'll want to court you, date you, and then move things to the next level. I have this other deck. I want more about their personality quickly. Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Some of you, oh, okay, this person may be younger or they're in school or something. Or if they're starting a new job, they seem to be more youthful energy. For some of you, others of you, they could just be brushing up on some sort of skill, learning a new skill, I'm not sure. Who is Taurus singles' new love? Anything you can tell us about Taurus singles' new love? Six of Wands. Oh wow, 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, King of Cups. Holy. Knight of Wands, Temperance, 8 of Wands. Some of you, they're at a distance. Your new love's at a distance. We have Ace of Cups, 8 of Wands. Some of you will meet this person while traveling or online. But there is travel involved here. This person will be very emotional, emotionally supportive. Be open to this energy because I'm seeing the cup being offered. He's not paying attention. But this person will have a lot of unconditional love for you and a lot of attraction. Knight of Wands. There may be some trust issues initially. This person has a lot of support. See, they're very warm, genuine type of energy that they exude. So people naturally gravitate towards them. They feel comforted in this person's presence. So I see a lot of supporters here. They may have some sort of social media influence. But they attract attention wherever they go. And they're known to be as someone who's a team player. They like to work together with others. Anything else you can tell me about? Oh, Seven of Swords and the Hermit. Okay. Yeah, sometimes when this person's going through some difficulties, difficult emotions, they escape into their work, is what I'm getting. They can be a bit of a reclusive. They get a lot of attention, but they also need time to recharge their batteries. Who is Taurus singles' new love? Anything else you can tell me? Seven of Cups. Wow, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. This person is popular. They get a lot of attention. They have options. Some of you, if this is online dating, that makes sense because he's looking into the Seven Cups. And we have Six of Cups. And that is what you needed to attract. This person's a dreamer. They're fantasizing. They're thinking about a soulmate bond, someone they can have that reciprocity with and that strong emotional connection with. They know what they want is what I'm getting, and they seem to be very established, or they're working their way up here, Taurus. How will this person treat Taurus? I didn't ask this for the other signs, but I'm curious. I don't like that Seven of Swords energy, regardless of what context it comes through in. It did come through in your energy as well, so there may be some mirroring here. How will this person treat? Ace of Swords, I like that. Knight of Cups, they'll be very supportive of you emotionally, words of affirmation, but they'll want to talk to you, get to know you better, and they'll be very sweet, kind, gentle with you. How will this new love treat Taurus singles? One more. Ace of Pentacles. Bottom deck, we have Page of Pentacles. Again, she's reading a book, studying something, focused on work, some documents. Some of you may meet through work, but that won't be for everyone. We have Ace of Swords and Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, they'll want to talk to you, build with you. Eight of Pentacles, work together. I don't have much to say about that. It's pretty straightforward. This is someone who's not afraid of putting in the work. They'll want to give you time, energy, spending quality time with you, really getting to know you, building a friendship. This person wants something long-term is what is coming through. Taurus singles, new love. Is there anything else you can tell us about Taurus singles, new love? Whoa. Common law union. You may have a live-in relationship that is bound by love without the matrimonial rules. So there may be something that's unconventional about this relationship. You may live together, move in together, something. Who is Taurus singles? New love. Caged love. A love interest may be stifling your potential and cramping your lifestyle. There's no time for that. I think that was your past. I don't see that here, but for the Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, that King of Wands energy, that can be. The passion was overwhelming, and I was seeing that maybe someone that was trying to control you or stifle your energy. I don't get that with this new person. We had Ace of Swords coming through twice. This person's very logical, can be an earth sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it's a very straightforward, honest energy. I don't see this person trying to stifle you in any way. Tell me more about this new love. We have codependency. Realizing you can't change your partner, but you can change yourself by healing your codependency wounded soul. So if you feel you relate to this message, that may be something that you're working on. There's someone from your past wanting to make its way through here. I was seeing blast from the past. Whoever that third toxic party, I don't know what happened in your past, but it's coming through strongly. Taurus singles. One-way love. Unforeseen love. We'll have to put this together. Friends first. Wish come true. Prized possession. Yeah, this is what you're coming out of. I don't get it's this new energy. Some of you may be focused on some unrequited love, someone you felt rejected. That energy wasn't reciprocated. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe they were taking more than they were giving. Unrequited love can be painful. Protect yourself and try to move past the pain in a positive way. It's this whole energy. Some of you, that common law union can be that you were living with someone and they betrayed you. I don't know what they did. But we have unforeseen love. You might meet or know someone who you will grow to love, turning friendship into a relationship, which is interesting because we have friends first. You're attracting a new love that will begin as a friendship. It will develop into something more. You're not seeing this love coming. It's unforeseen. It's out of nowhere because I kept seeing the 8 of Wands and Ace of Cups. This will be slow and steady. Ace of Swords is not the most romantic, passionate energy, Taurus. But it is someone that you have a lot in common with. You can build a friendship and then it will grow from there. There's a lot of potential here, is what I'm seeing. What advice do you have for Taurus singles right now? Maturity. Yeah, unconventional love. Something about this love. I was feeling it with common law union. A different kind of love may not be socially accepted, but don't be afraid to break free and follow your own rhythm, to stay true to yourself. Some of you can be a same-sex relationship, but there may be some age difference, something that isn't, socially accepted, but they're wanting you to listen to your heart when it comes to that. Definitely can be an age difference, race, culture, I'm not sure. We have mature love is not letting love consume you, but rather gracefully accepting the dangers, the beauty, and the power of love. What advice do you have for Taurus singles? I want one more for you. Hot to gossip. It's sad how some people are so jealous of you that they only have negative things to say when they know nothing about you. You may have some haters, is what the cards are indicating. I was getting secret admirers. These people could be secretly hating on you as well, jealous of you, your success, what you have going. So that is a card that you need to protect your energy and be careful who you let in, right? So if you haven't been, you need to establish strong boundaries. Really pay attention to your intuition. It is on point with the moon. You know what's up, so listen. Yeah, some of you, if you are working in the public eye, that is what I'm getting. Spotlight, speak up, learn the lesson. Yeah, you're coming out of something, some karmic lesson. You are learning lessons here, perhaps establishing strong boundaries with the Queen of Wands, knowing your power, self-worth, whatever that tower was. But it seems that you reclaimed your power and you left that situation. Because with the tower, the energy was, that figure was looking back and smirking, and it's almost similar to the Queen of Wands energy. So there may be someone that was taking you for granted. They felt like you wouldn't leave, and they're in for a rude awakening. But regardless, they want you to move forward and focus on you rather than what happened in the past. Right, Taurus? That is what I have for you. Take care of yourself, and I will see you next week. Bye.